Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Trishy and for today's Yin Yoga class we'll be focusing in on rest and the crown chakra. So come and take a comfortable seat. I'm sitting up on a meditation pillow. You can sit up on a block or you can sit on the ground, whatever is most comfortable for you. Place your palms on top of your knees and close your eyes. Ground down through your sit bones as you lengthen up through the spine and begin to tune into your body and into your breath. We're going to begin by balancing each hemisphere of the brain. So bring your right hand out in front of you. Extend your thumb and pinky finger while bringing in the remaining 3 fingers. On an inhale, you're going to block the right nostril with your thumb. Exhale through the left nostril. Then inhale through the left nostril. Cover up your left nostril. Exhale through your right nostril. Then inhale through your right nostril. Cover up the right nostril. Exhale through the left. So keep going at your own pace. Exhaling through the left, inhaling through the left, covering. Exhaling through the right, inhaling through the right, then covering. What this does is it brings fresh oxygen and equal amounts of oxygen into the brain so that you can start your practice being balanced. The crown chakra is located right on the crown of the head, and some traditions believe it's an inch above the head. It's what connects you to divinity, the state of presence, God, whatever you happen to believe in. And it honors the consciousness and divinity within yourself and within all things. And it connects all of us through universal consciousness. Some people even call it your gut, listening to your gut, listening to the divinity within, calming your mind so that you can tune into this presence and you can tune into what it is trying to tell you. One more round. So when you're exhaling through the right nostril, inhale through the right, then close off the right nostril, exhale through the left nostril, then release into your natural breath. Bring your palms of your hands to face up on top of your knees and just take a moment with your natural breath, just feeling your breath move in and out through the nose. Relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. So as we move through poses today, try to place your mind's eye and your breath and your focus on top of your head on the crown chakra. Bring your palms together in front of your heart space and let's take a cleansing breath together. Inhaling deeply through the nose and then exhaling through the mouth. If you're sitting up on a block or a bolster or a pillow, you can move that off to the side. Our first pose will be crocodile. So basically all you do is just lie all the way down onto your stomach. You can have your feet however far apart you like, and then you stack one palm on top of the other and bring your forehead to rest down on top of your palms. So I'm using an eye pillow just so it's not so harsh on the forehead, but if you don't have one at home, you can always use a rolled up towel or a little pillow or anything that feels comfortable, or you can just use nothing at all. Feel free to close your eyes so that you can connect to the presence within. If you're new to Yin Yoga, we hold passive poses for minutes at a time. And you want to try to find your edge, which means that you're not chasing sensation but can relax completely into the poses without any shortness of breath or struggling or flexing or pushing against the floor. The goal is to completely relax. Be curious as to what comes up for you in the poses. Try not to change anything or hold on to anything. Just simply let things be. Slowly begin to lift back up. Come on to your forearms. Placing your elbows underneath the shoulders, fingertips pointing towards the front of your mat for Sphinx pose. Bring your shoulders onto the back body. And you get to control how far you go in this pose. So the closer your elbows are to your body, the more intense sensation you'll feel on your lower back. And if you walk your elbows further out in front of you, the less sensation you'll feel. So you should never feel pain in Yin Yoga. And your sensation level should be around a 4 or a 5 out of 10. 10 is where you feel pain, and 0 is where you feel no sensation at all. Keep pressing your shoulders down and away from your ears. Slowly begin to release. We're just briefly going to come back into crocodile pose, bringing both forearms parallel to the front of the mat, forehead down. Bend your knees so your feet are facing the sky, and then just windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Place your feet back down to the ground and just wiggle your hips side to side. And you can press your palms into the ground, lifting back up. Our next pose will be child's pose. I like to use a block when doing it for Yin Yoga, but you can choose whether or not you use one at all. And I'm going to be using an eye pillow. So bring your big toes to touch, knees go wide, sit your hips back down to your heels, And then bring your forehead down to the mat, arms extended out in front of you. And try to see that your arms and palms are equal distance apart and extended equal distance so they feel balanced. So if you're using a block, you can place it under your chest and then lower down. Connect your breath to the present moment. And even if you try to stay in the present moment or not, you're still always in the present moment. Slowly begin to press your palms into the mat, lifting up very slowly. Once you get up, feel free to take a cleansing breath. Bring your knees together so that you're now in a kneeling position. You can feel free to sit your hips on top of a block. And just take a look back at your baby toes to see that they're touching the mat. You can place your palms facing the sky on top of your thighs. Spine is tall, shoulders onto the back body. Feel free to close your eyes. As you connect to your crown chakra, ask yourself, what is true for you? It might not be what's true for me or somebody else, but try to look inside yourself to see what is true for you. How do you connect to the divine energy, to the greater picture? Slowly release. If you were sitting up on a prop, simply place it off to the side and come and take a seat. The next pose will be shoelace pose with a little bit of arm variations. So when you're ready, cross your right knee over top of the left knee. Bring both heels close to the outer edges of your hips. And then sit up tall and clasp onto opposite elbows so that your crown chakra for the first half of the pose is facing the sky. It's okay if your knees are not directly on top of the other, and if they're gapping quite a bit, you can always place a block or a prop in between your knees. Do you trust to your own inner wisdom? Can you trust and depend on yourself? And the wisdom that's inside you. Either stay exactly where you are or take a forward fold, folding over your knees. Feel free to grab a block and place it under your forehead if that is most comfortable for you. Keep the clasp of the elbows. Slowly lift back up. Release your elbows. Bring your palms back behind you. Uncross the legs and just windshield wiper them both from side to side. Then you can just straighten through the legs as a kind of counter stretch. Then bend your knees, place your feet flat on the ground, and we'll go to the opposite side. So cross your left knee over top of your right knee, bringing both heels close to the outer edges of the hips. Lift up tall through your spine, and you can either clasp onto opposite elbows as we did before, or you can interlace your fingers behind your lower back. Tune into the crown chakra on the top of the head. And focus on your breath. Keep relaxing everything down, including your tummy and your jaw muscles. If you would like to go ahead and take the forward fold over your knees, go ahead. Just keep the interlace of the fingers. It's okay to round your spine in Yin Yoga, just as long as you're not pushing or pulling or flexing your muscles in any sort of way. Very slowly lift back up. Bring your palms behind you. Bend through your knees and then windshield wiper your knees from side to side. And then you can just extend your legs if that happens to feel good. From here you can come and lie down all the way onto your back. Make sure that you have a block within reaching distance. If you wanted to put your eye pillow or little towel on top of your eyes, you can go ahead. Keeping your knees bent, feet on the floor. You're going to lift your hips and place the block underneath your tailbone on its lowest setting. So you can play with where you want the block, where it feels most comfortable, just as long as it's not reaching up into the lower spine. You want it underneath your sacrum to tailbone. And then you can bring your shoulders down and away from the ears, palms facing up. So this inversion lets all the blood flow run to the top of the head where the crown chakra is. And you can keep your feet parallel to the sides of the mat, knees hip distance apart. You can either stay here or you can extend your legs up to the sky, soles of the feet facing up. And you can feel free to keep a slight bend in your knees and try to relax all the way through the legs. Slowly begin to bend your knees if your legs were extended, bringing your feet back down to the ground. Push through your feet so that you can lift your hips off the block, moving it off to the side. Take a moment just to windshield wiper your knees one more time from side to side, releasing any kind of tension that may have built up in the lower back. And then when you're ready, you can straighten one leg and then the other, letting your feet fall out to the side. Bring your shoulders onto the back body, palms facing up for Shavasana. Focus on your inner wisdom and the wisdom and the lessons that life has to teach you. Slowly begin to wiggle fingers and toes, deepening your breath. You can extend your arms overhead and take a really big stretch. Then roll to one side, helping yourself come up and take a comfortable seat. We're going to take a short meditation before ending the class. So if you feel more comfortable sitting up on a bolster or a block, you can go ahead and do so. You can be kneeling, cross-legged, whatever feels best for you. Once you're comfortable, place your palms to face the sky in a receiving manner. Keep your chin parallel to the ground and feel free to close your eyes. Try to place your mind's eye onto the spot just underneath the tailbone. Imagine that it's bright red and take a nice cleansing breath into the area. Now moving up to the spot just underneath the belly button. Orange, take a nice cleansing breath into the area. Moving up to the spot above the belly button. Shining yellow, take a nice cleansing breath. Place your mind's eye in the heart center. Beautiful emerald green. Take a cleansing breath. Going into the throat center, light blue. Take a cleansing ujjayi breath into the area, as if you are fogging a mirror with your mouth closed. Moving up to the spot in between the eyebrows, navy blue or twilight. Take a cleansing breath. And then going finally up to the crown chakra, the very top of the head. Purple or white, whatever you feel most connected to. Take a cleansing breath. And then place your mind's eye all the way from the base of the spine, connecting all the way up and through the top of the crown chakra. Take a cleansing breath. Notice how you feel now as opposed to when you first stepped onto your mat. Feel all the sensations inside your body, inside your mind. Can you feel the connectedness of all beings? Bring your palms to face flat on top of your knees now. And then bring your palms together in front of your heart space. Let's take one more cleansing breath together, inhaling deeply through the nose. And then exhaling through the mouth. Thank you so much for practicing today with me, yogis. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. If you enjoyed this class, please subscribe to my channel. I put out new classes, new Yin Yoga classes every single Friday. Thank you so much. Namaste.